Grand Rising to the universe, Grand Rising to spiritual realm, the energy that is responsible for the gatekeeper, the energy that is responsible for the physical realm and the spiritual realm. And our spirituality, IT, and our ancient ancestor, the ancient, some of you call Egypt, and the ancient Lemurian, Atlantis, ancient of the shaman, the ancient of what nature allow us to connect with when we take the physical form, when our soul choose to have experience here in the planet. And our culture, our spiritualists, we call it Easter, full stop. And the second pantheon that come after that energy, we call it Elegba. And we also honor, respect the twins. You know the history of the twins in ancient Kemet, and you know the history they give you in the Bible that Abel and Canaan, they are twins. So we give honor to them and honor to ourselves first, honor to our ancient warrior, our ancient ancestor that gave us freedom, that fought a group of mankind that choose to control the universe wealth for themselves. From the bottom of my heart, I want to give honor to our ancient indigenous people that were in Haiti, the spiritual land name now that divided by another group of colonizer in the 1800s after our independence from the modern race we call Europeans. Also in Spain, that for some of you know, the Spain is the Spanish. And for some of you that don't know, the Arab was colonizers first. The Arab was kidnapping us first. The Arab was constitute or men. They are killing our men first. They are removing a powerful men testicle, enable for them not to produce. In the Arab age, we should have more of our ancestors here on the planet. Even we know the bloodshed that happened to them all over the world. I don't want to make the video too long. I'm just gonna make it short, but I'm gonna try to cover every little bit of point I'm trying to make to the universe, to people that when you talk to them about slavery, they seem to be, they don't want to hear what you tell them. They seem to be, they don't want to understand when you tell them this is what happened many years ago. They think we are free now, but we're still not free. For centuries, they were putting chain in our legs and our arm. They were putting mask in our mouth, enable for us not to communicate to each other, enable for us not to eat some of the fruit that was in the plantation. especially in Haiti, especially the sugarcane. The sugarcane was a form of cocaine. Now you know, in the world, that been using for medication, for painkiller. The medication, it was like the sugarcane in Haiti, it was like a marijuana. Now you see the doctor, the modern medicine doctor that give people for painkiller now. So in Haiti, our ancestor wasn't able, that were kidnapping from United States, modern name United States, that were kidnapping from all over the world, brought to a different part in other country that don't speak the same language with us, that because we all have different society, we all have different culture, we all practice different spirituality. We are not the same people when we look at the indigenous people all over the world. We were in Europe, we were in Britain, we were in Haiti, we were in China, we were in India, we were all over the world, and we were trading with one another as business trade. So some of us think we were brought to the New World, the so-called New World Christopher Columbus was talking about, that been hired by Isabella, that been hired by King, that been hired by Spain, that was hired by Roman Catholic, Vatican. They think our people were, they call it New World. It wasn't New World. We are ancient indigenous people that always, when we choose to take that physical flesh, to reincarnate, to come back to that planet from the Sirius star, when we were here to have experience here as spiritual being, mental, physical and non-physical being. So we are here to have experience with the planet, with nature, a Mother Gaia that planned that for us, for those of us that come in a high dimension, that choose to have experience here, and that universe has a university to learn from different culture, to learn from our ancient ancestors, to learn about life here on Earth, which is the only planet, the beautiful planet Mother Gaia allow us to have experience, that has free will. Is only that beautiful Gaia. Her name, her spiritual name is Gaia. It's only here on Earth. Any other realm, we have no free choice. We must do things the way it's supposed to be done. We cannot compromise in the different spiritual planet, because we're not the only one here, human being, that live in that universal realm. We have different spiritual realm. Let me get to the message, what I'm trying to send to the world, what I'm trying to send to the universe. My name is spiritually. I use one of our ancient ancestors that started the revolution of Haiti. His name was Biassou Jean-Francois. But since our people was always education people. Since he's a man of book, he read. Bookman mean leave, book. So his name was given. So he was a spiritualist man. He was a high dimension spiritualist man. He was educated man. The European used him to do work for him. Some of you claim he's from Jamaica. No. All this name was given to this modern race, because the Maroon, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Latin America, and North America here in the US, they are the indigenous people. You don't want to give them name. The Western world create their own map. They create name to the land. Anywhere they go, they create their own society to control the world, that if it's not human being wealth, is the wealth, physical wealth that coming from the planet. So it's not just they are here to learn from us as for spirituality, as for culture, as for agriculture. No, they came to conquer, they came to whip, they came to kill, they came to exterminate it, to genocide everybody they meet, and they never change to this day. You see what's going on all over the world. You see the war that been happening from century. And those of you that don't know, that Bible they create and gave you a group of scholars that create that Bible, that the people who call themselves choosing people. So they take the planet, they create their own name, and many of them changing their name. A lot of these modern race you see on this planet now, that's not the original name the parents give them. They also lie to you, tell you, you take the slave master name. We wasn't slave. We were doing business. We were doing business with each other. We were kidnapping by a group of modern race that show up in the land. We know who knows about the Ice Age. We still don't know how these people end up losing the texture of the skin and the texture of the hair to this day. Maybe some of them know, but they don't want to bring it out. They don't want to tell the truth, because we live in a society based in lies. The lies to you before you came to your mother's womb, because the parents that conceive you also a liar that been told to them by the parents from generation to generations. That's what we are today. That's what we see. Not much change happen in our beautiful blue planet university. We are here supposed to change, living in harmony with nature, living in harmony with one another, not murdering and killing one another for wealth. We were born in a different part of the planet with different language, different culture, different spirituality. Do you never ask yourself why some other group of people that will show up in your land by boat, by horses, by car, now by airplane, because they discover how to build aircraft so they can get to your country faster, instead of 15th, 14th century when they have to spend 2-3 months in the sea to get to your country. So the message I have to the world, the complete I'm making to the universe, Mother Nature. My video always done by nature, by water. Most of them I usually come the town where I live, take my day off to send message to the universe, to send message to nature, what's going on in our universe. She knows our mother, father, God, or mother, father, creator, source. We don't call it God, because God is God. The God name being created by mankind is too generalized, is too broad to talk about that God. They always putting that energy in a male energy, which has nothing to do with that creator source. So I have a message to everyone. I have a question for everyone. Have you ever asked yourself why a group of people, a group of mankind that choose, that create their own book, that create their own laws, that create their own lists, call themselves superior than other race, than other country that doesn't speak their language, that doesn't look like them, that call themselves white supremacy. And it's not just here in the United States. Anywhere they had people that have the same tone, skin color with them, same texture hair, the blue eyes, the blonde hair, the green eyes, the blue eyes and the blonde hair, the long nose. Have you ever asked yourself why they think they're entitled for every country, every race that don't look like them in the planet? They felt they can create their own constitutions for these countries, and they can go ahead and conquering this part of the world for their benefits. The natural resources, Mother Gaia, Father, the Son, that gave us men with soul, mankind without soul, that they felt they're entitled to go ahead, claim this country, putting them under the umbrella, under the pyramid. They felt they can't travel, go to this country, rob without permission, steal without giving them okay to take their natural resources for themselves, and to brought here to United States, to brought to Europe, to brought to United Kingdom, to brought where these folks, anywhere they're located in the world. What make you think they're entitled to do that? What make you think the United Nations was created after World War II? That was created for this group of people to protect their success, to protect the wealth, or the children that supposed to have, or the parents or the elder that supposed to have a proper education, a proper hospital if they need to, a proper environment, a proper food chain, a proper instruction, development for them to survive in this earth. How long a human being can live on this planet? Some of us live up to 70, some of us live up to maybe little more than 70, but many of us leave this planet at the age 50 or maybe less. Some of us just like a baby. Some of us, we just come and check in the planet and we left. Why these people not entitled to get what nature provide for them in the country they were born to, in the place they were born to? Why they're not entitled? Why not? Why they're not entitled? Why they're not entitled to get what nature, the resources nature deposit under the ground for them? Why they're not entitled to have that enables for them to survive in the planet? How many of you who call themselves American that question your government, that question your billionaire, your trillionaire, that conquering everybody, every country for the benefits. The big diamond ring you see on your finger, do you know how he get to your finger? The necklace, the earrings, the gold earring, the silver earring, the diamond earring, the fancy clothes you put on, the raw material that complete that product to bring to you. Do you think about the children underage that work in the factory all over the world? Do you think about it? How many of you that do that? How many of you that think right now, without the Congo or ancestor that in the Congo and Africa, without the natural resources, you will not have any phone in your hand today. You will not have any computer. How many of you that know about Elon Musk that having the fancy Tesla? How many of you that drive in car now with no gas that can drive without gas? Do you know where this product come from? How many of you that asking them who destroy the local agriculture, they can import and export GMO food to this local community? How many of you that ask that? When are we going to question your government? When you gonna wake up to ask them, or you have the right to steal and rob and kill and genocide president that not agree to do your work, that doesn't agree to compromise with you for the benefits of your American people, for the benefits of Britain, for the benefits of Europe? How many of you that question them about the people of Mexico, the people of Guatemala? It's too many names. I'm going to say Latin America, Haiti, Africa. How many of you that question this government? If the people that they look at them because they don't have the blue eyes, the brown hair, they feel they're entitled to destroy this president, to destroy the leader. Even they put in a puppet there. After the puppet complete the work for them, after whatever term they want them to stay. If they want them to stay there for 20 years, this puppet gonna be in power for 20 years in Africa, in Latin America, in Haiti, in other Caribbean, and Bahamas, Trinidad, Jamaica. How many of you that question that? Even after they pay them to do the daily work for them. How many of you that asking about corruption? That this president that know how much money they make a year, a month, a week? Because the people in the Caribbean, they don't get paid every week like us here. They don't get paid every 2 weeks like us here. They get paid every month. Why are they entitled to come in here, robbing the country and bringing the money here to the Bank of Switzerland, to the bank and the World Bank of United States, World Bank of Europe? How many of you that question them? How many of you that tell them, when you're gonna stop? We all guilty of keeping quiet. We all guilty of eating in the back of children that underage, that sewing your clothes, that making your smartphone, that making your computer, that packing up your package, food, raw material, construction material to send here to the US for you, to send to France, Europe, Canada, UK. How many of you that question that? When are you going to take consciousness to know enough is enough? When? This is a formal complaint to the universe, a formal complaint to Mother Nature, because we all guilty of keeping silence. of children human trafficking, of children suffering in Haiti, children suffering in Africa, children suffering in Latin America, children suffering all over the world. And now when your children here sick, when your children here have cancer, when your children here dying born with side effect, when your children here having all kind of issue, they're insociable themselves, you want to know why? You don't want to know why? Because of your silence, of you being guilty. So your children have the right, even our education here sucks. Our education here is not a good education also, but at least they don't have children that losing classes every day like in Haiti. Children in Haiti, they go to school only 3 months a year. That's what you see Asian people, sometimes they're 25, they're 27, they're still in high school because they never have a chance to complete their academic year because of gang violence, because of rape, because of killing, because of murdering each other. They never have a chance to finish high school on time. And the education that's been given to them is created by European, is created by exterior government that has nothing to do with our culture, that has nothing to do with Haiti, that has nothing to do with our spirituality. How many of you that going to say enough is enough? How many of you that's going to say to the imperialists, you're not white, you're not entitled to continue do what you do into the world? How many of you that's going to question that? How many of you that gonna say, I'm not sending my son to war anymore, I'm not sending my son to serve on military United States anymore? How many of you they lie to you? How many of you that they lie to you about 9/11? How many of you they lie to you about, they think about Afghanistan? How many of you they lie to you about Iraq? How many of you, your government lied to you about everything they've been told you? When you gonna wake up? When you gonna say, no, we here, we in the planet, we entitled, we have the right to live like everybody else. Nature put us in different part of the world for a reason. Nature give us a different culture, a different spirituality for a reason. Nature choose us to be putting us with. Why do you think the flowers has different color? The flowers have different shape. Okay? Why do you think the food, they're not all the same? But nature know why. A mother Gaia know why. The son or father know why. When are you going to say enough is enough? I'm not going to continue support a government that killing people every day, a government that rape children every day, a government that murdering, go to other country, that murdering people every day. When are you gonna keep silence? When you gonna say, no, I'm not supporting war anymore, I'm not supporting genocide all over the world anymore? When you gonna stop to say, no, I'm not doing it? This video is for all of you, all race, everybody that in the planet that support military that dropping a bomb in children, military that dropping bomb in elder, military that conquer other people's country, that they feel the country is belong to them. They can go whip, they can steal and rob for gold, silver and copper and natural resources for the benefits. How many of you that's gonna say, no, I'm not supporting that anymore? When are you going to do that? Today is your day, today is your time. Today is the 24th of February 2024 and the woman calendar. We know we're not in the new year yet, but I know I haven't been silenced. My voice, it didn't go too far enough, but I said I'm gonna have to make a special video today for some of you American, for some of you Chinese, Asian, everybody, Latin America, any other ways that close your eyes to Haitian people, that close your eyes to African people, that murdering every day because of the natural resources. How many of you that close your eyes to the genocide that happened all over the world? So this is my special message to all of you. When are you going to be wake up to say, no, I'm not supporting that anymore. I'm not going to war anymore. I'm gonna looking for that comfortable life for everybody. Children, elder, young, middle age that deserve to live on the planet. This message is for you. Please share the video. Like the video. Other people can find that video, enable for them to learn. They can take conscious one day. They can say, no, I'm gonna support what this woman said. I'm gonna support what that source say, that creator source, which is me, Bookman Bakai Mabo Inan, or ancient ancestor, an ancient soul, an old soul that brought that love and light video, love and light nature message audio to the world, to all of you that are going to receive that video. Please, enough is enough. I know you can turn around. I know you can stop supporting war on the planet. I know you can stop supporting genocide all over the planet. I know it's time to protect our environmental. It's time to protect human beings. It's time to protect the animal. It's time to protect life. It's time. I know you can do it. This is a message to all of you. Always, all background, all country, and the spiritual one. This is my message to all of you. Love and light to all of you. Peace on earth, peace in the universe. Love each other, care for each other, sense respect to one another. Let's live in harmony in that beautiful planet. Thank you to all of you guys. Take care. See you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye bye.